Sure, why not? Oh, that's good. That's real good. Real good. Good God, we're reining them in already. She's pumping them up.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MTA Event Center. And attending everybody.
Hey, you can give Brandon crap because that's Brandon Kretzy over there. Isn't that what his name is? He's got the microphone, I think. Isn't that him? And welcome back, North Star Nation. All right, here we are out in Palmer, Alaska, ready for our championship game. I'm kind of competing with the other announcer who's on the microphone for the arena. Coming to the ice right now would be our AHA North Stars. All right, this promises to be a pretty intense final game here for the 10U Miners, as we are going to be playing against the South Anchorage Oilers, coached by Coach Tannehill. Currently, both teams are warming up. Both teams had games earlier today. We played at 8 a.m., and the Oilers actually played at 9:30, so pretty even matchup. Both teams are a little tired, but they are pumped up and ready to play some intense hockey here. They only have a couple more minutes for warm-up, and then we're going to get started with this game. All right, our warm up is just about over as both coaches are sending out the bucket for the players to collect up their pucks, and both teams just took some laps to make sure their legs were nice and warmed up and ready to go. A little bit of excitement over here on the North Star side. Logan this morning, his goalie, broke his dangler. And luckily, his dad was able to purchase a new one and bring it out in time. However, now we're having to fix the helmet. Hopefully, everything's all right as everybody is getting ready to go, and the kids are going to get some last minute advice from their coaches, and we're going to get this game underway. So a little tricky to hear this, but they're actually having both teams line up on the goal line, and when they hear their name, they're going to skate up to kind of introduce themselves. This should be most exciting.
The North Stars, coached by Paul Whitten. Number 2, Jacob Hickson. Number 4, Thomas Duncan. Number 7, Charles Ozengott. Number 16, Soren Holmquist. Number 17, Ethan DeLongchamp. Number 22, Mason Spurna. Number 23, Finnegan Jensen. Number 26, Aaron Pennington. Number 27, Marion Beal. Number 28, Adrian Whitten. Number 29, Logan White. Number 49, Cade Lee. Number 61, Eamon Hundrup. Number 68, Liam Robertson. Number 77, Travis Shasby. And number 81, Boston Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Stars. And now I'd like to introduce to you the Alaska Oilers. Number 1, Tegan Merritt. Number 8, Easton Shell. Number 11, Larissa Shaviera. Number 15, Alec Johnson. Number 19, Mark Burrich. Number 21, Austin Scholes. Number 28, Wesley Moore. Number 29, Blake Mercado. Number 33, Ken Tannehill. Number 45, Conrad McGilvery. Number 49, Darren Riley. Number 94, Lincoln Presley. And number 97, Zippin McClasson. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please ride, if you are able, remove your head covering to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. During the national anthem, please direct your attention to the flag. Now, I'd like to introduce to you Pioneer Peak Elementary's very own Kinley McKee, who will be singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you sing on the dawn to the
Thank you, King. That was outstanding. Starting in goal for the North Stars is Logan Wright. Starting for the Alaska Oilers, Kenyon Tannenhill. This afternoon's referees are Parker Popowski and Miles.
All right, North Star Nation, this should be an exciting matchup as they get some last words of encouragement from their coaches, and we're going to get this game underway. As they just announced that Logan White will be starting in net for the North Stars, and Tannehill is headed to his net for the other team. I don't know. The announcer is pretty loud in here. Hopefully you can hear me over it as I attempt to call this game. As we get lined up already, we've got Jacob and Aaron and Eamon as we face off right there. It looks like Oilers pick it up, but Marion's right there. She's back on defense. And back up to the neutral zone as the Oilers. Oh, and that's icing. A little bit of frosting. I'm not sure what they're calling there. Looked like icing, maybe. And we're going to attempt this again as we can see the North Stars already cheering each other on. They are pumped up and ready to go. All right, attempt number 2 with this beginning face-off as Jacob's going to take it. It gets knocked back to Marion. Marion's going to show us her wicked skating skills as they take it down into the neutral zone. Jacob's going to pick it up, trying to get it down. And into the Oilers' corner we're going to go as they're going to send it down and around the corner as it gets picked up by Eamon. Eamon's going to fight it out. In comes Jacob to assist. All right, a little bit of back and forth as here comes the Oilers with possession of the puck. All right, North Stars, we need to back check it as they Oilers pass it, but here comes Marion. She's right in there. They nearly take the ref out. Good save, referee. Good save. And Oilers are trying their hardest, but oh, bummer. We've got some North Stars in the way. They're going to try to pass it out in front. Here comes Aaron Pennington. Man, he is skating hard through the neutral zone, up against the wall. He is going to take it all the way down, and sadly gets knocked away, but luckily Eamon Hundrup is right there. Oilers are passing it up. Adrian Woutin is on the blue line. He's going to try his best to keep it in. Sadly, it gets tipped away. As it looks like Cressley from 94 from the Oilers is going to try to work his magic, and it gets taken away by Jacob on North Stars. Shot on Logan, and it goes wide. Seems to be a common theme amongst our 10Us. We send to hit that puck, and it goes wide a lot on those shots, which from the goalie mom perspective makes me feel a little bit better because there's no shots on my little darling down there. All right, as we get lined up, we've got Boston, Cade, and trying to duck and weave as Adrian's going to swoop in. He's back on defense along with Taves. A little bit of a tangle up down there. Not sure what's going on. They're trying to get it out, and it looks like Mercado got it out for the Oilers, as it looks like there's going to be a call on Adrian. We'll see what this call is. Tripping. 4-on-5. We're 13 minutes into this period. Or we have 13 minutes left in this period. All right, there goes Boston as he's working his way through the neutral zone. He kind of tips it back, but sadly Cade wasn't there. Cade and Boston make quite the dynamic duo when they're playing hockey together. They seem to always know where each other is on the ice. As Cade's going to go for it, here comes Boston. Boston is skating hard over to the boards, trying to knock it away from the Oilers player. But don't worry, here comes Marion. Marion has had a fantastic state weekend. She had a beautiful goal. Logan sliding. Oh my gosh, how did that? Oh my goodness. Bravo, North Stars. Way to keep it out of that way. Pour Boston out as there goes the puck down into the Oilers' end of the ice. And we're going to try to chase it down. They're going to send it all the way into the neutral zone. We're going to pass it over. It looks like Liam is out along with Cade, but Cade's going off, and here comes Mason. Mason was having a little bit of skate problems before we got on the ice, so hopefully everything has been solved. Here comes Lincoln Presley. He's going to take a shot, and right over Logan's shoulder. Oh, little goalie, don't get mad. It's okay, Logan. It's okay. All right, 5 seconds left on our period.
Number 94, Lincoln Presley. Assisted by number 45, Conrad McGillivray.
All right, out on the ice, we have Mason, Liam, and Finnegan up on forward. As with all the noise going on, it was a miracle the kids could stop for that offside call. A little chaotic there. All right, we're going to try this face-off again since it was offside, and we've got Taves and Adrian back on defense. He's back out of the penalty box as Mason's going to do everything that he can to get this puck away as they take a shot down towards Logan. Luckily, he keeps it out. Here goes Liam using the boards as his sixth player to send it up. Back to Adrian. Adrian's going to stick handle a little bit up to the red line, and we seem to be in a little bit of a jumbled up mess. Liam comes out with the puck. He's going to skate it down. Liam, take a shot, my dear. He's going to send it. Oh, sent it right at the goalie, and the goalie got it. Nicely done, goalie. Nicely done. And line change as we've got Jacob, Eamon, and Soren coming out along with Thomas and Marion. Current score would be 0-1. Oilers have won, and we have about 11 minutes left in this period. All right, we are down in the Oilers' end of the ice as it's going to, oh, goodness gracious, Marion just kind of tipped herself over. Here goes Thomas. He's going to pick it up as he's getting hunted down by the Oilers player. Soren's going to take a swing at it, and he's now going to skate it. Now, Soren yesterday had 2 beautiful goals. I would love to see him put it into the net. Here goes, oh, nice shot from Jacob, and the Oilers goalie got that one. Now, if you're curious of what all's going on, you can go to the Alaska State Hockey Tournament, and you can actually see the live games that are happening. Oh, my goodness. Logan with a huge save as the goalie mom. I couldn't even be watching. I was such a nervous wreck on that one. Oh, makes me so nervous when those kids get those breakaways and go down and try to shoot on my little goalie. Which, by the way, that is typical of a goalie mom. Usually they're hiding in a corner. All right, still out on the ice, we've got Jacob, Soren, Mason, Marion, and Thomas. Thomas has been having also a fabulous weekend back on defense. I thought for sure he was going to get a goal this morning. Here comes Eamon. He's going to pass it over to Aaron, who just came off the bench, along with Boston. It looks like we've got some line changes going on as Eamon's coming off. Taves has got it. Big pile up there. Kind of surprised we don't have a call on that, but maybe there wasn't anything happening. All right, Oilers have possession of the puck, but not for long. Here comes the North Stars. High sticking for sure on that one. It's always interesting to find out how many of these kids play baseball during the summer and soccer, because you can absolutely see them using their skills out here. I recently heard a fact saying that a lot of the U.S. skaters, even at the national level and when they go to the Olympics, that our team is famous for using their feet like soccer players more so than any of the other teams. That would be Boston with the puck as he carries it down into the Oilers zone as he kind of gets pinned. And now someone crashed as Aaron gets right in there and Cade's right there ready. Cade's going to tip it back out to Boston, who gets it back to Taves, and sadly it gets knocked out of the Oilers zone. We're back in the neutral zone. Whoa, nice flying leap by the ref. Boston's down in the corner battling it out as they're going to send that puck. Oh, quick guys, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. Here goes Marion passing it over to Adrian. Adrian's going to skate with it as he's ducking and weaving amongst a whole lot of kids, but that would be offside. And we're going to get a line change. Out comes Charlie, Liam, and Mason. Looks like Marion and Thomas will be staying out, back on defense, and we are ready to go here. All right, Marion's got the puck. All right, Marion, show us your amazing edge work as you skate it down. Okay, it gets tossed behind the net. Liam's going to hunt it down. Back to Marion. No, it's just out of reach on her stick, and we're all going to clear the zone. Back into the neutral zone. A little bit of fancy stick work there. What is up with that pushing and shoving? I don't like that. Mason with the puck. He is going to skate hard. Just skate, Mason. Show us your good skating skills. Here comes Charlie. Charlie kind of got stopped there. Oilers pick it up, and they're now going to the other end of the ice. They're going to pass it up, but Thomas gets a hold of it. He's going to send it back into the neutral zone. It's almost like we're playing a rousing game of ping pong there. Shot. It goes high. Logan is ready as the player goes into the boards. Here goes Taves. She's going to pass it up to Liam. Liam's going to skate it. He's passing it over to Mason. Beautiful pass. Come on, Mason. Fire. Oh! Bounced off the goalie's glove. That almost looked like it was going to go in. Taves passes it back to Liam. Liam's going to play. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't let McGilvery get it. Back to Mason. There's a little bit of a kerfluffle over here on the blue line, and we're headed back down. And this should have, well, it looked like icing, but I guess not. A little bit of confusion there from our players. All right, we're headed up as it landed on Charlie's stick as he's trying to get out because we just had a line change as we've got Finnegan, Jacob, Adrian, Taves, and Eamon Hundrup out there as Finnegan's right there in the mix, pinning somebody up against the boards. A little bit of roughhousing here as the 10U's. Down into the end as Eamon's going to skate his hardest to try to get a hold of it, but no luck. Adrian's going to ward him off. Watch out for 45. All right, Taves, do your magic. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was Thomas. Thomas, well played. Another super save by our defenseman. As here comes Adrian up into the neutral zone. And we're back. No, Finnegan's going to shut that one down as Jacob sends it back to the neutral zone. Okay. Players, please make up your mind. Which way are we going here? Eamon's trying to get a hold of it. 97 got a hold of it for the other team. Offside. Well called, ref. Well called. 6 minutes left in this first period. Current score is 1-0. North Stars are doing a fantastic job trying to do their best to get a goal. I can't wait to see the celebration when they do. All right, here goes Marion. She passes it up to Boston. No, it gets tipped back to Soren. Soren is on the go as well, Soren was until he lost his edge there, it looked like. 45 with possession of the puck. Trying to get a shot off, but luckily Thomas, our amazing defenseman, was there. All right, here comes Soren. Nope, passes it back to Cade. And we have ourselves a kerfluffle near the blue line. Oh, it's the fake blue line because I think they use this rink for curling too. Boston with possession of the puck. He is going to skate behind the net. He's going to send it up to Cade. Cade was right there. Oh, whoa. Wee, Logan, way to snatch that right out of the air. That was gorgeous. Oh, beautiful save by the little goalie. And we got a line change as we've got Liam And looks like Aaron and Mason out on the ice along with Taves and Adrian. Adrian's going to get a hold of it, send it to Mason, who's going to send it. I don't know where he's sending it. All the way to Timbuktu. We're away at the other end of the ice. Kind of surprised that's not an icing call, but maybe not. Oh my goodness, the Oilers player just about scored on himself as he hit it towards his goalie and it ricocheted off his skate. All right, back down behind our net as Adrian's got a hold of it. Adrian's going to skate with it, but sadly number 94 got in our way. Shot towards Logan, and Taves gets a hold of that as Taves is going to skate with it. Now, Taves has had fabulous games lately. Just fabulous. I hope it continues throughout this one. Oilers with possession. Nope. Here comes Adrian, who's going to pass it up to Mason, and it gets taken away by an Oiler. Seems to be a little bit of a ping-pong match here, and since the whistle blew, we're going to do ourselves a line change. All right, back at it. It looks like we've got Charlie, Jacob, and Eamon out on the ice, along with Thomas and Marion on defense as the group is trying to regroup and get to the other end of the ice. We need to get it to the other end, guys. All right, here comes Thomas. He's going to skate with it, tips it into the neutral zone, up against the boards. In comes Charlie to help. And Jacob, back to Thomas. Thomas, move your feet. Skate hard, my dear. He passes it up to Eamon. Eamon can't get his stick on it. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? Did we tape our sticks before the game? This is a little concerning. All right, Marion with the puck. Marion skating. Oh, my goodness. Look at this girl skate. It is so impressive. All the way down, shot, and it goes wide. At least we got it to the other end of the ice as Eamon does his best to keep it in. It goes to Jacob. Jacob's going to shoot slightly off to the side, not quite contact on the net. Here comes Charlie. Charlie's going to try to do, back to Marion. Marion somehow missed that and still got a hold of it. Oh, man, and we are all the way down to the other end. Adrian in front of the net. Oh, my goodness. That makes me so nervous. All right, Adrian just knocked down his own player. Okay, regroup, guys. Regroup. You got this. Here goes Eamon Hundrup. He's had a fantastic weekend. He's going to pass it up towards Boston. Boston's going to dig it out of the corner. Kind of gets lost at his feet. Coming back towards Finn. And Taves is there, and out comes Cade. We just had a line change. They're going to wrap it all the way around, but Thomas is going to get a hold of it and send it back down into the corner, it looks like. And the 10U's are going to battle it out down here in the corner. Boston with a shot. Goalie got a hold of that one. All right, Adrian's coming out with Taves on defense. Pretty good duo we've got there. And up on forward, we've got Boston, Cade, and Finnegan on the ice. They're going to face off down in the Oilers' end of the zone. We have about 2 minutes left in play for this period. Cade chasing down that puck. He's going to backhand it towards Boston. Sadly, it gets picked up. Boston with it. Boston's going to shoot. It ricochets off somebody's leg. Let's try it again here, guys. Uh-oh. McGilvery had it with a wild stick chopping action there. Oh, nope. We're going to carry it all the way down into our zone. Cade's going to wrap around behind the net. Or he's going to try to. It kind of gets up. 28's in the way there. Shot from the point. And luckily, Taves tips it out so it doesn't even make contact with my goalie. A little bit of fighting. Taves picks it up. Way to be, Taves. Good job. Skate with it, my dear. Here comes Cade and Liam. Oh, we've got a whole kerfluffle over here. Adrian behind the net. Adrian's still over by the corner here. He's going to decided to skate with it. He is on a mission. He is going to take it coast to coast trying. Oh, nope. It gets pushed out to the boards, but he is holding his own against that Oilers player as they are down in the corner. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute remaining.
Oh, so close as they spoon-fed it out in front. It almost looked like they could have gotten that shot off. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? As Liam's going to hunt this one down, and luckily Adrian was there and he picked it up. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Shot towards Logan and ricochets off his stick. To Amma and Papa, who are watching in Arizona, did you notice the candy cane striping on Logan's stick? Special request that he made. He thinks it's going to help. All right, here comes Mason behind the net. We've got Mason, Soren, and Jacob out on the ice along with Marion and... Oh my gosh. Mason, you make me nervous the way you swoop in by our net. Here goes Mason all the way down. Sadly, gets knocked away. He's going to pass it over to Soren. Soren's going to shoot. Oh, just slightly off. And that would be the end of the period. Woo-wee, that was an intense period. Yeah, high-speed Alaska State Championship hockey for sure. Current score would be 1-0, and Oilers are 1 up, as both teams are having a little meeting of the minds with their coaches here, getting some words of wisdom. I have asked my goalie before what gets said over there, and he said, I don't know, Mom, it's always really nice, and they give us lots of praise and compliments, saying how good we're doing. So I think that's just fantastic. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they've got some good tunes playing here, and our other goalie, who will be out halfway in the second period, is just jamming out. It is amazing to see what a good mood he's in. All right, they're getting everybody grouped in for the cheer, and we're going to get this second period started. All right, here we go. Jacob, Eamon, and Aaron are on the ice. Definitely offsides there. Whoopsie. Oh, I'm sorry. Offside. Along with Marion and Thomas back on defense, and Logan is still in for net as we face off in the neutral zone. Puck is loose. It's headed back. Marion's going to pick this one up and hit it down towards Eamon. And Jacob's going to hunt this one down, kind of stops it down there as Jacob's going to chase him down as it looks like 94 from the Oilers is going to send it. Oh, it gets slightly knocked out of Thomas's stick offside. Poor Aaron just could not get out fast enough. He was skating so incredibly hard. All right, we've got a defense change out as here comes Taves and Adrian. Jacob's going to take the face-off. Now, Jacob has had a very good weekend. He had a hat trick in our first game and multiple other goals, so it's kind of exciting. Here, Jacob with possession of the puck. Shot, and it goes up and over. To all my new YouTube watchers, thank you so much for joining us for the 10U Championship for 10U Minor. I know that Anchorage Hockey Association posted this on their Facebook page, so I love that so many people have decided to stop and join in and watch this exciting hockey game. I know that all our 9 and 10-year-olds who are currently on the ice appreciate you watching and cheering. Along with Cade, Boston, and Charlie. Charlie, you're lined up on the wrong side, sweetie. Okay, he's got it now. It was a meeting of the minds. He was chatting with friends on the other team. That's the problem when you've got two Anchorage teams playing against each other right now, is a lot of them go to school together back in Anchorage. So they're just chatting it up like they're on the playground. Or at least that's what we hope they're doing. We hope it's not chirping with yelling and screaming at each other. All right, that was an icing call, and they're going to take it all the way back down into the North Star end of the ice. Current score is 1-0, and we've just started the second period for those just joining us. Boston, Kate, Thomas, Marion, and Charlie are all out on the ice. Shot towards Logan, and it went wide, thank goodness. As they're going to pass it back, another shot, and Logan got that one. Goodness gracious, my little goalie is doing wonderful today. As the puck gets knocked away, they're going to try to wrap it around. Logan, what is going on down here? We have ourselves a regular mess down here. As 97's going to get a hold of it. Luckily, I don't know what that call was. I'm not sure what that flailing of the arm was for the ref. Now, anybody watching, remember, I am just a parent of one of the players, and this is my interpretation of the game and what my comments are. So please don't hold it against me if I don't know what's actually being called. All right, back into the neutral zone as Adrian's going to hunt it down along with Mason, Liam, and Finnegan. Now, Finnegan, earlier today, he got a playmaker in our game against Valley Thunder this morning, which was unbelievable as Mason's got a hold of the puck, and he's going to try to get a shot off, but it kind of ricochets off the other Oiler player's stick. Oilers with possession. Oilers are going to play with it, and oh no, we've got ourselves a cherry picker. Oh my goodness, where did that one come from? This is a hot mess. Logan! Thank your posts, my darling. Thank the post. Thank you for thanking that post. Oh, that one ricocheted off. I love watching goalies thank their post. Another high flyer as it goes towards the net. And yes, it gets knocked out. And here comes Adrian. No, it goes to Finnegan. Now, Finnegan has on his speed wax, so it's hopefully going to help him. Mason's going to tip it over. Really? Offside. I would not have guessed that. Didn't look like offside to me, but all right, whatever. And out on the ice, we've got Soren, Jacob, and Eamon ready to take the face-off along with Marion and Thomas on defense. It looks like Jacob's going to take it, and it's lost in the ref's feet. Here comes Jacob. Nope, it gets passed back. Marion's got a hold of it. Marion's going to skate hard using the boards as a sixth player, and here goes Jacob. Jacob with the shot, ricochets off that player, and the Oilers pick it up. But Thomas, way to save the day and send it all the way down. They're waving off that icing call. Another shot by Jacob towards the goalie, and it gets tipped off by the Oilers. Oilers are going to send it all the way up. Where is our defense? Oh, there they are. Here goes Jacob and Marion. Marion's going to, icing is going to get called on that one. All right. We're lining up down in the Oilers' end of the ice. We still have Cade, Boston, and Aaron out on the ice. Oh, I'm sorry. They just came out along with Taves and Adrian. As Boston takes that face off, still has possession of the puck. Come on, Boston, do something with it. Get your stick on the ice. Back to Cade. Cade's going to pass it back to Adrian, who's going to send it back up. No, we're going to play ping pong. A little bit of back and forth. It goes to Aaron. Aaron's, just about got his stick on it, but kind of took a dive there. And we're going to, high sticking. Really? Okay, high sticking, and to the far end we go. I don't know if you guys can hear the tunes that are playing, but they are quite good here. I think it helps jazz these players up and get them going in this hockey game. There was the face off as it gets tipped back to Taves. Taves is going to send it up the boards, and it's out. And back in, looks like we're calling offside. There's a lot of stop and go here in this second period. All right, getting all lined up. Here goes. Oh, the ref is kind of in the way there. Oilers have possession of the puck. As the North Stars are going to hunt him down. Luckily, Taves is right there. She's going to circle around, and she is going to skate it. Go, Taves! Come on, girl. Take it all the way down. We'd love to see you get a goal. Shoots a little bit behind the net. She waited too long. Somebody's flying. Shot! Oh, my gosh. Where did that shot come from? The blue line? It almost looked like it was going to bounce in as they tip it out in front. Here comes Cade. No, 97 for the Oilers has got it. As here comes Adrian. He's going to push him out and offside. Really? Ooh, the crowd does not appreciate that call. Bravo, ref, on making a good call there. That was exquisite. All right, here's the face-off. As Liam, Mason, and Charlie are out, as we've got a little bit of a pushing match going on between Charlie and number 28. As they tip the... Oh, that puck went right in front of the net. No luck. As Charlie is pinning someone down in the meantime, here comes Thomas down the ice. Oh, Liam's going to keep it in. No, it's Charlie that keeps it in. No, it's Mason. Mason still has it. Go, Mason. Mason's going to... Oh, man. Where'd that Oiler player... No, Beals to the rescue. Oh, man. 28 for the... Oh, no. Marion's right there ready to go. High flying shot into the corner. I'm not sure what that was. It looked like they were chipping it up onto the green if we were playing golf. As they attempt to wrap it around, Logan, get on your post. Okay, he's good. As Liam's got possession of the puck, he's going to he's passing it to Marion. Marion's going to send it up, and here comes Charlie and Mason. As Mason's going to take it in, he takes a shot. Oh, man, goalie with the glove save. It was a nice save. I will give him that. Just bummer it didn't go in. This is a rather intense game. Facing off down on the Oilers' end of the ice, we've got Eamon, Finnegan, Jacob, Taves, and Adrian all on the ice as we're playing the neutral zone here. Adrian's going to hit it back up to Finn. Nope, it goes back to Jacob, back to Adrian. Yep, this is ping pong. For sure. Nope, they're waving off whatever that call was. As Taves is going to take it behind the net. She's going to backhand it back to Adrian. Ooh, that was smooth. So smooth. Here comes Adrian. He's going to dump it into the neutral zone. Oh, nope, it's coming back to our end. And they're actually going to call icing on that one. It's too bad you guys can't see the parents on the North Star side. Most of them are now standing because this is such an intense game and they can't sit down. It's very exciting. Very exciting. And there's the face-off as Jacob's going to get that one and trying to pass it back, but Oilers got a hold of it, but luckily Adrian's right there. Adrian's been having a fantastic job back here, or game here, for defense. So he's going to send it back up to Eamon, who's kind of pinned up against the boards there right in front of the player's box, as Taves is going to go all the way back. Around the net she goes, and she's going to send it up to Finnegan, which luckily it gets taken. Oh, nope, I guess that didn't make it out of the zone. It sure looked like it did. Taves is going to try to send it back up, but it gets tipped off by the Oilers. Do not let... Oh, no. I don't think Logan even saw that one coming. And that's about halfway through. We're going to do a goalie switch. And Logan does not look happy. He was definitely blinded by that one. There was someone in his way. All right, as we get relined up, we have a new goalie coming in for us. Ethan has now come out on the ice.
Oilers goal coming at 7:30 of the second period by number 97, Zeppelin Glassing.
Shot on Ethan. He's got it blocked and covered. No. Oh my gosh, it is a big mess in front of the net. And here comes Boston. Boston got a hold of that puck. He's going to skate it all the way down. He shoots and hits the goalie square in the chest. Bummer. I was really hoping that would go in. Hey, Boston, let's do that again. Out on the ice, we got Boston, Soren, and Kate, along with Marion and Thomas. And our goalie, it is too bad we can't see Ethan. Ethan he gets really pumped up at these, and he is dancing and hyper-focused almost. Not quite as serious as my little goalie. As there's the face-off, Boston's going to tip it back. Shot! That went in, and they said no goal. What? Everybody could see it went in. Oh, my goodness. We're going to do it again. Come on, North Stars. Tip it in. All right. All right, welcome back. We just had an offside call as we've got Mason, Liam, and Aaron out on the ice along with Taves and Adrian as we're in the neutral zone. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on there as Mason goes down. Taves is going to send it in, and we're offside again. Current score would be 2-0. North Stars have been known to pull this out in the last two periods. They definitely did that against Fairbanks when they were down by 3, and then they came ahead and won. As it gets passed back to Mason. Mason with the shot. No. Goalie got a hold of that one. Back to Liam. Huge hit on Mason. And they're still fighting over there. Mason, okay, we are waiting for Ethan to get out as the North Stars continue to play. Tripping is being called on number 97. Now, there was something that happened with number 97 in a past game here at State where he got a game injection and he did not play in their semifinal game this morning, but he was allowed to come back for this game. Tough little kid who's sometimes a little rough at this game. Number 4, there comes Cade. We've got ourselves a holding over here as Cade's going to, oh yes. Cade's going to take control of that. Nope, it goes back to Eamon, and then here comes number 45. Shot. Ethan got a hold of that one. Nice job. Nice, beautiful glove save by Ethan. As we face off down in the North Star end of the ice, got Boston, Kate, and Soren out there, along with Marion and Jacob back on defense. Jacob's able to play both defense and forward. He's got some impressive skills. As Boston's going to pick it up, he passes it over to Eamon. Nope. Player has lost his stick. I don't know what's up with these players losing their sticks consistently. Eamon's doing his best he can. Keeps it in for Jacob. Jacob's going to pass it up to Cade. Jacob back to Cade. Good teamwork here, boys, as Cade stands his ground and barely tapped that kid, and that kid went down. Boston's going to shoot. It ricochets off of the goalie's pads. It was a beautiful shot, though. Marion with possession of the puck, and she's going to send it up to Eamon. We are playing 5-on-4, and we're doing a nice job of keeping it at this end of the ice. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. So Marion's going to keep it in. Marion's, going to take the shot. Nope, it gets tipped over to Boston. Boston with a shot towards the net, and it goes wide. We have 9 seconds left in the penalty kill here. As Marion gets it, nope, it gets knocked away. Now, if you're following along on the official feed, it looks like we've got pretty equal shots on net so far. All right, still down on the Oilers' end of the ice, where Cade, I have to say bravo on doing the slight hip checks as Boston gets a hold of it. Boston over to Eamon, back to Thomas, and it looks like we're going to the far end of the ice. Taves is going to use her amazing skating skills to get down there just in time for the ref to call icing. And they're checking the net here as it's off. All right, as there's a face-off, Liam's going to take that one as it gets tipped over to the Oilers, but he's got it again and is going to send it over towards the Oilers goalie. And in comes Mason into the corner along with Aaron. And we're going to work our way through the neutral zone as Adrian's going to pick that one up, and he's going to try to send it over, but no luck. Taves is right there ready. It gets picked up by Mason. Mason's going to skate it through the neutral zone, down and takes a shot, and the goalie's got it. All right, as we get all lined up again, we've got Mason, Liam, and Aaron out there along with Marion and Thomas. As Mason's going to try to get a shot up. Oh, my goodness, neither of them could. There's a shot, and oh, my goodness, Aaron off the crossbar. Tannehill, my dear goalie, you better thank your post on that one. As we're going to get re-lined up here, it looks like the Oilers did a line change in there. We didn't move any of our kids, so Liam's going to take the face-off and nearly gets taken out by one of the Oilers players. Oh, no, it went underneath, but here comes Marion with her smooth skating as she gets taken out by, I think that's McGilvery by the other team. He's having some trouble getting up, though. Here goes Thomas. Thomas is going to skate hard, and he gets taken out, and it looks like a penalty might be going to be called on that one. We've got multiple refs with their hands up. Checking is going to be called, but I'm not sure on who. Okay, that would be the second penalty for number 97. He's getting a minute and a half for checking. Now, these 10Us aren't supposed to be checking, but they're playing pretty hard. I could totally see them doing a little bit of pushing and hitting and checking. Plus, they kind of want to be like the big kids. As we get lined up, we got Boston, Kate, and Eamon out there, along with Jacob and Marion, as we are playing 5-on-4. All right, guys, let's see if we can do anything with this as the puck goes all the way down. Oh, my goodness. These are the ones that make me so nervous with the goalies. All right, Jacob's going to dig it out of the corner, and come on, Jacob, show us your skating skills, and let's just duck and weave our way all the way up there. Here comes Jacob. Jacob's going to go out and around. He shoots. Oh, my gosh, it hit the post again. It's like there's a negative force field. Another shot as it ricochets off and didn't go in. Oh, my gosh, this is a little bit of too much drama for me. Passes it over to Eamon. Eamon's going to pass it over to Jacob. Jacob's going to fire away, and it hits somebody in the foot. Back to Cade. Cade's going to shoot. Yeah! Goal for North Stars. That was beautiful. Yay for the North Stars. Wow, that should really energize them now. That brings the score to 2-1 as we get lined up here. As we still have 2 minutes left in this second period.
By number 49, KU. Assisted by number 81, Boston Andre.
All right, down into our, and sorry, I had to pause because they were making a huge announcement over the intercom here stating that Cade had gotten that goal from Boston. Here comes Taves skating down through the neutral zone. Taves, take a shot. Taves, take the shot. Oh, passed it over to Liam, but he didn't quite get his stick on it. He was so close, though. Huge shot. Now, 10-year-olds getting a little fired up out there. Somebody's feathers got ruffled for sure. Holy moly, it's getting loud in here. We've got Liam, Charlie, and Mason out there. Along with, here comes back to Mason. Mason's going to tip it back away from the Oilers team. Oh, nope, we've got a whole mess over here at the blue line. Here comes the Oilers. They are going to take it through the neutral zone, but Mason is right there. Really? You're going to call a penalty on that one? He dove. That was a dive for sure. Mason will be going to the penalty box for tripping. I guess. I wouldn't have called that. It looked like diving to me. All right, we're going to get relined up as we've got Aaron and Jacob, Thomas, and Marion out there. This should be a pretty good lineup as we're 4 against 5 with a 1.5-minute penalty to kill off. As here comes Jacob. He's going to pass it out and down to the Oilers' end of the zone.
2 minutes, 90 seconds for tripping.
Ooh, nearly took the ref out on that one as Marion's going to fight for it right here at the blue line. All right, Thomas has got the whole possession of the puck as he's going to duck and weave behind the net, passes it up to Aaron. Aaron's going to do his best to get it out. Shot fired towards Ethan, but it does not really do anything. Here comes 97 for the Oilers, but luckily Jacob's right there ready to keep it in as it's going all the way down. No icing, no icing. Maybe I should be calling that frosting. And that would be the end of our second period. The current score is 2-1. It's a pretty exciting game here.
The North Star 1, the Alaska Oilers 2.
All right, everybody's going to have a meeting of the minds with their coaches, and we're going to get back to this in about 2 minutes.
The match
And welcome back to the third and final period of this championship game. Out on the ice, we've got Boston Cade, Adrian Taves, and we have one in the box still for another 20 seconds as we try to get control of this. As Cade's going to hunt it down there and try to get it going. Oh, yeah, he got a stick on it and took it away. This could get kind of chippy here. Here comes Cade. He's going all the way down, and the goalie got a hold of that one. Oh my, we've got some taunting going on from the other goalie. Cade honestly did not look like he did anything. I've seen him do other things, but that was not. He barely tapped him. And something is going on here as all right, I don't know what that commotion was all about as we're getting everybody relined up. We've got Cade, Boston, Taves, and Adrian out on the ice as the Oilers get a hold of it. And Boston's right there fighting for it as it gets taken away by Adrian. And Mason is out on the ice as here comes Cade. Cade Mason's shot goes wide. Mason's coming off, and out comes Finnegan. Finnegan's going to Thomas had the puck, but it got taken away by Mercado from the other team. No, Marion. Oh, Marion, we love you. Oh, tripping for sure. And who's going to get called? Oh, 26 for 29 for tripping. Is going to the box, maybe. We have parent volunteers that are running the box, and sometimes they're not paying attention. The poor kid had to wait at the door. All right, they got a minute and a half for tripping, and we are going to play 5-on-4 as we have Jacob Finnegan. No, we've got a change out going on here. We don't know what's going on. Okay, we've got Marion, Jacob, Cade, Boston, and Eamon out on the ice as Boston's going to take that face off. And we're all the way down to the other end of the ice.
90 seconds for tripping.
All right, and we're going to line up down at this far end. Boston's going to be taking the face off. Boston's got it. It's going to pass it over to Marion. Marion's going to skate it. This girl's got, oh no, it got tipped away by number 11. But Marion's going to send it up. In comes Boston and Cade as we kind of be a little bit of a pin maneuver there. Boston comes out with it. He's going to tip it back to Marion. Here comes Marion. She's going to dump it all the way down. And here goes Eamon right in there to Boston. No, to Eamon, to Cade. Oh, Cade, so close. So close. Try it again, Cade. Just try it again. Oh, my gosh, there's a whole mess in front of the net. There's players all over the ice. Where's the puck? And they waved it off. Oh, my goodness. This is too much, too much. Here goes Marion in. She's going to try it again. Marion's going to send it around as Boston. Oh, that's Eamon's going to pick it up. Sadly gets knocked away, but Boston's right there to catch it. And we've got a big old kerfluffle here at the blue line. The semi-blue line. Nobody can get it out as Eamon finally works it out. Here comes Kay. Somehow gets tipped over to Boston. Boston's going to shoot. It ricochets off number 97 skate, it looked like. Back to Marion. Oh, no! We're back into the neutral zone. Jacob passes it up to Cade. Cade's going to take it in. Cade's almost got it as he just mowed a player over, but he didn't even try. Cade did nothing wrong. Oh, shot out in front. Oh my gosh, we've got too many players in front of the net. We can't see what's going on. Okay, back to tapes. Oh my gosh. Skate hard. Skate hard. Don't let McGilvery get a shot off. Oh, man. Bummer. And that would bring the score to 3-1. We have just under 12 minutes here in the third period, and the score is 3-1. As Liam takes the face off, we've got Finnegan and Mason out on the ice. They're down into the corner here, so we're going to try to work it back and forth as Adrian does his best to keep it in. He passes it over to Mason. Mason to Adrian. Mason still has it. Mason just put it in the net and shot, but it doesn't quite make it towards the net. They're up against the boards as here comes Adrian in. He's got the puck. It gets taken away by Lincoln Chrisley. And a penalty is going to be called on that one. Why they didn't blow the whistle, I'm not exactly sure. Hooking. We're going to call hooking. As the ref looked like he was debating on whether to call tripping or hooking, and that one goes to Liam. Well played, Liam. Well played. And we're going to get lined up. Maybe nobody knows what's going on. We got players all over the ice. A little bit of confusion here at 10U Hockey. That's it. Let's put some tunes on to make it all better. All right, we're lining up down in the North Star end of the ice as we're going to play 4-on-5. As we have Boston and Aaron out here. Here goes Aaron, skating hard. And a player just went down, laying on the ice. Really? Really? And out comes his dad. I know I should be nice about this, but we have noticed a trend that on occasion these players go down and then they get up and then they come back and score a goal within like a nanosecond of being injured. As they're all going to give him a minute to regroup. And we're going to take a little bit of a break here. Everybody's going to regroup. This is usually when we observe the coaches watering the goal. It's just pretty entertaining. As McGilvery is up, and he is on his way back over. Oh, I'm so glad he's not hurt, and he's going to make it back to the bench for some break. That's probably well deserved. And we're going to get re-lined up here playing 4-on-5 as we've got Aaron in Boston along with Marion and Thomas. Ethan is still in net doing a mighty fine job. There's the face-off as it gets tipped all the way back, and Thomas is going to go get it out of the corner. And it kind of went flying up in the air, and they've caught it. Thomas is going to hit it out. Shot as it ricochets off of Boston's shoulder. That looked painful, if you ask me. Oilers are going to send it back and try to take a shot. Oh, goodness gracious. Beautiful glove saved by our goalie. Man, he snatched that right out of Sky. All right, all lined up, ready to go. Still down in the North Star end of the ice. as they score a fourth goal on Ethan. Oh, this is not looking too good. I hope we can pull it together. Come on, North Stars. You've done it before. Let's take this back. So we are back to full strength. We've got Kate Boston soaring out on the ice along with Taves and Adrian. And oh my goodness, based on body posture, they're looking defeated. Oh, let's just put it in the net, guys. Put it in the net. Don't let them win.
Number 94, Lincoln Cressley.
All right, Taves is going to send it up to Kate. No, it gets tipped back as we got players all over the ice. My goodness, Adrian with possession of the puck. You see, battles it out over here. Nope, no luck. Oh, whoa, North Star sandwich as there's some more pushing and shoving. Kate's going to pass it back to Taves. Taves is going to skate it through the neutral zone using the boards as another player. Still has possession as she takes him down. Taves, we love you, girl. Love it. She's just going to turn around and go right into the box. She knows. My question is, why is the Oilers goalie way up by the red line? What's going on here? Someone has obviously called the timeout, but we're not sure who, as they're going to water the goalies and get a little meeting of the minds from their coaches. Current score would be 4-1 in favor of the Oilers, and the North Stars currently have two players in the box. Oh, North Stars called this timeout.
North Star currently going at 9:21 of the third period. Number 77, Dennis Shasby. 90 seconds for roughing.
All right, as we're going to get all lined up, looks like we've got Soren, Kate, and Boston out there. Which, no, that should not be right. We still have two kids in the penalty box. We got too many men on the ice. Okay, Soren's coming off because Liam should still, no, Marion's coming in. We have too many men on the ice. We have too many men on the ice, North Stars. Okay, it looks like there's been a little error with the clock where the one penalty did not get taken off like it was supposed to. So we actually just have one kid in the penalty box. Huge shot headed towards Ethan. Luckily, it did not have contact with our net. Out on the ice, we've got that was so close. Marion trying to get her edges to function there. As she's up and over. No, it's back to Adrian. Adrian's going to skate it behind the net. And down the ice we go. Adrian's going to take it all the way down. And he finally gets knocked away by number 15 from the Oilers as we've got a collision occurring with multiple players. And back to the Marion. She's going to pick it up and send it back in offsides. Couldn't quite get out of the zone there, but we were close. All right, there's the face-off as we've got Jacob Ainen out on the ice along with Adrian and Marion on defense. Taves is still in the penalty box for about another 30 seconds as they hunt him down here on the far end. Jacob doing a fantastic job, but unfortunately drops his stick as the Oilers are going to wrap it around the corner. And here comes Adrian keeping it in. Nope, back to Adrian. Boy, we're just playing some back and forth. Adrian using his body to get right in there. And here comes Eamon, who's also going to fight it out. As uh-oh. Looks like Lincoln Presley's got a hold of it. He's going to pass it over to 29. And Ethan got a hold of that one. Nice glove save, Ethan. And Ethan's killing it today with his glove saves. Quite lovely. All right, out on the ice, we've still no line change. We've got Eamon and Jacob along with Thomas and Marion. As Taves is coming out of the box, she's going to duck over, and out comes Charlie. We are back to full strength as Thomas is going to hit it up to Jacob. We're kind of deep down into that corner. Passing it up to Charlie. We're into the neutral zone. The Oilers are going to play with it. A little bit of back and forth as they're going to try to skate it in. Charlie's right there to stop them as they dump it deep down into our corner. There is 7 minutes still left in this game. And another player goes down. And the players are all going to take a knee as this kiddo is down. And the coach for the Oilers is going to make his way across the ice again. Picking up the stick and checking on this player. All right, good news. The Oiler player is up and working his way to the bench. We're glad to see he is not hurt. And we're going to be getting our game back here any second now as the coach makes his way off of the ice. And the North Stars are going to get lined back up as we have Jacob, Thomas, Eamon, Charlie, and Marion out there. And there's the face-off as Eamon is right there ready to go, skating hard, taking that puck away. As Jacob's going to also fight for it, and he does take it away. He's going to loop around the net. Watch out for the Oiler player. Oh, it looks like number 45 for the Oilers is doing much better after his previous crash. He's back out on the ice. As Eamon's going to fight for it is Marion, and we seem to be making loops around. Maybe they're showing off our excellent skating skills of crossovers and assortment of other edge work. As Charlie went down there, but he's back up and ready to go. Here goes Eamon. He's going to scoop this up, and come on, Eamon, show us your skating skills. He's had some amazing plays this weekend. I would love to see him dump it in the net. Here he comes, ducking and weaving. He is not going to – oh, whoa, a little spinneroo maneuver there as he went down. Thomas – whoa, we got to get out of the zone, guys. Whole bunch of back and forth. It's lost at our feet. Jacob comes out on top with that. Here goes Jacob. He's skating hard. He's going to dump it towards the net. Where's our rebound? We've got a whistle interference. I think that's interference. Interference being called on 20-something for Oilers. As the Oilers coaches are over here talking to the refs. All right, as we get lined up, out comes Boston, Cade, Mason, Adrian, and Taves ready to go. There's the face-off. We are playing 5-on-4.
16 of the third period. Number 21, Austin Scholes.
Cade with the shot, and it ricochets off of the goalie. Eventually, this just has to get called and a goal. Adrian, they're calling offsides, really. Okay, we're pulling off Taves and out, and Adrian as Marion and Jacob come out, along with Cade, Boston, and Mason. As, oh no, Lincoln Presley got a hold of it from the Oilers as he's taking it all the way down, but sadly it gets taken away. And Jacob's going to take it behind the net as we have about 5 minutes left in play. Oh my goodness, don't let, oh, nope. Ethan got that one. Dang, Ethan, nice glove save. All right, there's the face-off as Boston's going to take this one. No, Marion's right there ready to go. Hit back to Jacob, who's passed it up to Cade. Cade's going to work his way through. Boy, these Oiler players just keep coming out of nowhere and getting in the way of the North Stars, which I know that's hockey. All right, here goes Cade. He's going to take it in. Take the shot, Cade. Oh, nice goal for Cade. Cade leading with that goal. That brings our score to 4-2. Beautiful shot. Beautiful. All right, getting lined up out on here at center ice. It looks like we've got Aaron, Jacob, and Eamon out there along with Taves and Adrian. And here goes Adrian. Adrian's going to work. Oh, nope, we got Jacob right there. We've got ourselves a little bit of a mess here at center ice as Eamon Hundrup comes out with it. Still has it, passes it over to Adrian, and it is knocked out. And looks like Adrian maybe took a stick to the face mask. Here comes Taves. And something's going to be called. Yes. Chopping. We've got ourselves a chopping call. Just kidding. That's slashing. That's what you get when a mom is doing the announcing. Chopping. It's a beautiful thing. And it looks like number 97 is going back to the box. I think this is his third penalty so far this game. All right, out comes our special lineup. We've got Mason, Boston, Cade, Marion, and Jacob out there. Okay, come on, guys, let's put it in the net. Back to Marion. No, yeah, they're going to call offside on that.
90 seconds for slashing.
All right, we're going to reline this up. We don't know where we're lining up. Everybody seems confused. Oh, there we go. We're going to take it again. Here we go. Boston at center ice, taking it, passing it over to Jacob. Jacob's going to skate with it. Come on, guys. Get someone in the sweet spot ready to catch this pass. He's going to send it out. No. In comes Boston. Boston with the puck. Oh, it's at your feet, Jacob. And it's out. Marion's got it picked up. Everybody out of the zone. And everybody's going back in. Here goes Marion. She's going to chase it down. And back the other way as Boston loses his stick. Cade picks up the puck. He's going to duck and weave. He's going to do his best. Oh, he's got some fancy stick handling as it gets tipped towards the goalie. And back around to Marion. Marion fires. Oh, it gets hit off one of somebody else's skate. And they're going to send it all the way down towards our goalie. Oh, God, these are the ones that make me so nervous. And here comes Mason. He's got a hold of the stick, a little bit of duck and weaving as he's going to jump between two of the Oiler players. He's going to pass it up or try to, but sadly gets tipped away. Here comes Taves. Taves and Thomas are now out there as Cade's going to take it into the zone. Cade always makes me nervous with his one hand on his stick. I guess that's okay, though. As they are sending it back up into the front. No, Cade's going to chase it down.
Oilers are at full strength.
Here goes Cade. Cade's got the puck. He's going to wrap it around. Boston couldn't quite get his stick on it. Oh, my gosh, we've got multiple players down. Oh, that almost looked like tripping. Yep, it's probably going to be called. Oh, gosh. South Anchorage coaches yelling at their team to get over to the bench. This is getting a little intense as Boston goes into the box, and it looks like he's probably going to get a tripping call. Oh, nope. Hooking is what they've called hooking. I don't know if that looked like hooking. It more looked like an ice dancing maneuver. All right, as we get lined up, we're going to pull Finnegan off the ice, and out comes Liam, and Eamon's out there, along with Taves and Adrian, as we're going to play 4-on-5. Current score is 4-2, as we have 3 minutes left in this game. As Oilers get a hold of it, but luckily the North Stars are right there to hold it off. Taves fighting for it. All right, here goes Adrian trying to work it up the boards, but sadly, Oilers get a hold of it. We've got ourselves a pile up down here. There must be about 3 or 4 players on the ice. As Liam comes out with it, the puck goes to the other end. And their refs are waving their arms, telling me that it's probably not an icing call, as Liam's going to go in, and the puck is now going the other way. And here goes Taves. Oh, gosh, Taves, don't lose it. No! Yeah, way to beat Ethan. Way to block that shot as Taves and Liam kind of get dug into the corner. Behind the net as Liam goes down. We have less than 2 minutes left in play as the Oilers get a shot, but doesn't make contact with Ethan. Shot, and it goes high. Ooh, we've got some tempers flying here. High sticking is called, and we're going to get like
full strength.
Hooray! We are at full strength. And there's the face-off as Jacob and Soren, along with Marion and Thomas and Finnegan are on the ice. Here comes Jacob. Jacob's going to skate with it. Finnegan's going to be right there with him as they work their way up. How is that not tripping? Ethan's getting pulled off the ice. Oh, yeah! Way to be Aaron! Aaron came right off the ice as here goes Marion. Marion's going to take it in, and oh, dang, goalie got in our way. Try it again. Tip it in, tip it in. Still have the puck. Boston's out there. There's a stick loose on the ice as they are battling it out. We have pulled our goalie. We are playing 6-on-5 as we've got players all over the ice. Oh, this makes me so nervous. Finnegan over to Aaron. Aaron's got it. No, it goes to Soren. Nobody can get a shot off. Oh, my goodness, this is stressful. Thomas, they're into the neutral zone as they're going to fire it down. We have 15 seconds left in play. And the Oilers are already celebrating.
After 3 periods of exciting championship hockey, the North Stars 2, the Alaska Oilers 0. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from the hockey programs. What a game, what a game, what a game.
I'd like to say congratulations to the Oilers on their excellent win. However, I have to say, North Stars, you have rocked it this season, and bravo to you to making it to the championship game. If those 2 goals would have counted, we would have been tied up going into overtime. We were so close. This is sadly our last game here as the 10U minors team for North Stars as we finish up our season. Luckily, we will be having a pool party to celebrate all of our accomplishments and how amazing we really are. Nice job, North Stars, and I'd like to thank everybody for joining me for another round of hockey. I guess we're now doing an awards ceremony, so we're going to let them play it.
Minor hockey tournament. Number 23, Finnegan Jensen. Number 26, Aaron Pennington. Number 27, Marion Beals. Number 28, Adrian Wetton. Number 29, Logan White. Number 49, Kane Lee. Number 61, Eamon Hundra. Number 68, Liam Robertson. Number 77, Pattis Shasby. And number 81, Boston and Derry. Ladies and